you struggle with where you should enter and exit your trades? Where is your best entry? Where is your best exit on any given trade? Whether it be a time, whether it be a moment in time, whether it be the exact candle. Well, I'm going to show you that today in the charts. We're going to have a look at how you can enter and exit your trades at the best possible time by using the system that I've used for myself to be profitable for the last 30 years in the stock market. And it's a simple system that I've used that will help you to find your way forward in the stock market. I've been using it, works for me, it'll probably work for you. And it's simple price action. And it's all about the support and the resistance in the stock market, a bit of market structure, following the trend. It's not that complicated. I've noticed a lot of traders out there overcomplicating the system, trying to wait for the stars on the left to align to the stars on the right and the moon to turn bright and the sun to come out before they take a trade. And so many indicators on the chart, so many things going out, so many complicated systems. And not only that, you guys are changing your system every 5 minutes because you took a few losses. If you take a few losses in the stock market, it's going to happen that you're going to take a few losses in the stock market. There's no guarantees that it's going to be perfect because trading is a 50-50 game. So it's not your system that's failing, guys. Remember, it's you that's failing. It's all in the head. It's all in the psychology. Trading is all about getting your head around the fact that the stock market's a 50-50 game. And that what you need to do at the end of the day is quite simple. What you got to do is lose less and make more on your wins. In other words, add to your winning trades and take away your losing trades. So many people are adding to their losing trades and trying to break even and trying to hedge and trying to move things around and do all these crazy systems, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work at the end of the day. It's all about fear. But after we've looked at the charts, we'll talk a little bit about fear, and we'll talk a little bit how you can get around the psychology of trading, because it's really, really important to your game. And also the best time frame to trade on. Let's talk about that after we've looked at the charts as well. While we're here, let me tell you that trading is risky. And if you're trading on 5-minute charts, 99% of traders lose money. And if you're trading higher time frames, 80% of traders do lose money. So be very careful. If you're trading in the stock market, if you don't like risk and you don't like losing money, you most probably shouldn't be trading. Let's be perfectly straight about that. And you need to understand that. This is not the game for you if you don't like risk. So, by the way, I've got a Forex book for you down in the description. It's free, totally free. It's all about trends, that sort of thing. It's a PDF. Click on the link, go down, download the Forex book for yourself. I'm not sure if I can send it to you, quite difficult. Just pick it up for yourself there and enjoy it. I'm not charging you for it, it's yours. And also, on top of which, every day I put a free trade out in the blog, Trade of the Day. It's a trading idea. It's not trading advice. It's just my idea of a trade. And if you like it, follow it. If you don't like it, don't follow it. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And I want you guys to remember, and I said it in the last video, these charts that I'm putting out to you right now, or this lesson that I'm showing you right now, or how to trade and that sort of thing, these are not live videos. The charts are not dead, they're live charts, but they're 4-hour charts. You can't expect them to be jumping around and moving. They're 4-hour charts. If I do it on the 5-minute, that's fine. You'll see it moving around. If you need that, then just open your own charts and trade, guys. Just open your charts up and get some. I guarantee you'll have lots of excitement trading by yourself. You don't need to watch me trading, seriously. But you can watch your own trades and it'll be exciting. Promise you, it'll be exciting, especially when you start losing. It'll be even more exciting. No, seriously, guys, these charts, by the time you see them, 9 times out of 10, that trade will have gone past. You can actually go back and you can have a look at how that worked out and how did that product, did it actually go wrong or did it go short or whatever. But I'm not here to show you what trade to take today. I'm here to show you how to take a trade. And that's the basis of these videos, is showing you the best possible way to take a trade and learning for yourself so that you can go out there on your own and take your own trades without the concern of having to follow somebody else or check what somebody else is trading, and figuring out trading by copying everyone else. Learn to do it yourself, learn to keep it simple, and you'll be successful in the stock market. But let me stop rambling on and talking BS, and let's go and show you the charts, and you can check for yourself how you can make money in the stock market. Let's talk about how to enter and exit a trade like a pro. How do you enter and exit a trade correctly? Well, let's have a look at any product. Let's look at the US 500. We haven't looked at an index for a while, so let's have a look at this index. What do we do first? We're trading support and resistance, and in the last video I showed you how to trade supply and demand because somebody asked for that. Don't rely on that as the only way to trade. There are many ways and many systems that you can use, but I always go to the higher time frame, which is the day. I'm not going to trade on the 5 minutes. Now, a lot of guys mentioned that the charts are dead. Yes, this is a 4-hour chart, guys. If I put this on a 1-second chart, you'll see it's kind of moving. So just relax. This is not a live video. By the time you get here, things will have changed, and they would have changed drastically, most likely. This is just to show you how to trade. Nothing complicated. Just figure out how to trade. So what do we have on this product exactly? What do we actually have? We're looking for a support here because it is coming down. And if you look at this, there is a support right here. And I think I said the other day that 55 was a good support on the US 500. Then you take it back to the candles and you go back up to the 4-hour. Now, the reason we don't trade on the 5 minutes, guys, and I think I've told you, is 99% of traders lose on the 5-minute charts. And if you want to day trade, that's fine. Fine by me. This system works there and it works well, but it's not easy psychologically to trade that fast if you're starting out. So if you're starting out, I use this so that I can relax and I can enjoy my trading without stressing about it or watching the charts all day, whatever the case. We will do some live trading one day on the lower time frames. When I've got 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, we might actually get there. But first, I've got to figure out how to do that. I mean, I can't even figure out how to get this damn video to show you the times on the bottom. That's bad enough as it is. So let's just have a look at the general scenario that we have here. What is actually going on? We've drawn in our daily support level. What we don't have much of a resistance level, but we can see there is some resistance at the top here at 5667. It ran along here, so that was a bit of a sort of flag pattern, you could say, and it broke out of the flag pattern and carried on going straight up, and then it corrected. And everybody is calling doom and gloom because they're expecting a big crash because we've got this big move down. And that big move down doesn't concern us in the least because we don't worry about the fundamentals. We worry about our chart. And what our chart is telling us is that this could come into the support level, give us a green bar out and go long again. And if it does that, because the structure is still bullish, it hasn't broken the structure, it's broken a minor structure here, but it hasn't broken the main structure. What it's telling us is this could still carry on going long, not necessarily crashing and going short. By the time you guys see this chart, we'll have known what exactly has happened. The alternative is that it goes through the support level, comes back, tests the now new resistance level, and carries on going down, creating a market structure that looks something like this. So you're looking for a sell at a sort of point around here, and then you're going to go down, and then it's going to go back up, and then it's going to go down, and so on and so on. So that's effectively what you're looking for on this particular product. Now you can see you've got some structure going up, and you would have made your purchase here, but this is where you've broken your structure, your minor structure. It's broken it there. It's no longer bullish because of that, but I would say the main structure is further down here, and I would wait for it to break this before I was confident that this bull run has completed. So I don't think that this bull run has completed in the least, to be quite honest with you. We're still going to get a lot more of that. And just remember, and fundamentally, there's still a lot to come. Interest rates and all that to drop. So with the presidential election in the US, be very careful what you're trading there, because that can move you up and down quite a lot. Now, if you look at the US dollar, what do you see here? Oh, look, what do you see here? Come on, you tell me what you see here in the pattern. Is this not possible head and shoulders that's developed here? Now, that, for me, would be a possible head and shoulders and a good entry point to look at. Now, not only do you have a head and shoulders here, let's go to the day chart. Let's make it into a line chart so that we can draw some lines in. I had a guy the other day ask me why I didn't draw these blockies in on the extended points. And as I say, I always take my levels from the line chart because I take it off the closing prices. It's quite important to do that. Now, where's there a nice, here's the main, see, your main support is all the way down here. That's your main support level. No need to get technical about it. Here's your main resistance level. The top here, you've got a main resistance. So let's take that and let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Let's see what we've got on this chart. Let's have a look here. What do we have? Okay, there we go. So there's your head and shoulders on the 4-hour. Now, if you put that on a line chart, you can see nicely you've got a level here, which could effectively be a support. Let's go back to the candles. Now, what you're looking for is for this to break through here. And if it breaks through there, it might come back and go down, or it might just carry on going straight down. But if it does, then you've got what we call the head and shoulders, and it normally extends itself the same length as the head, which means it'll come down to, what do you see here? There's a kind of a support level right there. So that would be a really good short entry right here, right now. Look, you are preempting it if you take it now, because you normally got to wait for it to the candle to close before you take these trades. But if you look at this scenario where you've got the head and shoulders developed and it's not going long, it definitely looks like it's going to go short. If it carries on going short here, you're going to get this entire length here on a short trade. So this is a very, very good short trade to take. So that's your entry. How you take your entries is you wait for example, if it comes out of resistance, you wait for the green candle or the red candle to close. Don't take it halfway through when it breaks through. You wait for it to close. Once it's closed, then you can make a decision and take your trade. Same when it comes out of support. You see it comes out of support. Wait for that green candle to close. Then take your long trade. Look at the long trade you would have got out of that. Same goes for any of the other support and resistances. If you go back, wait here, you wait for the green candle close outside of the area, and always keep your stop loss a little bit below these little points here, because that is, although I don't use them, it is a form of support. So just keep your stop loss just below that, because it might take it out. That's how you take your trade. You always wait for the candle to close. Let's just go and have a look at any other Euro GBP. Is also another interesting trade usually. See here as well, this is broken through the support, and that's why I always say before you take, for example, a long trade on this, you'll say this has come into the support and now I want to take a long trade, but look what happened, it broke through. Now, how do you stop yourself from getting caught with that? Look at the back here, it hit the support, green bar, and the green bar, then you can take a long trade. You would have got your long trade, it did come back again, but it carried on, it went up, and it gave you a nice long trade. Same goes for the short, wait for the red bar out of the resistance, and then it gives you a short trade. So here you didn't get a green bar out of the support, so that would have been a failed long trade. You didn't get a green bar, you couldn't take a long trade, so it went through. You got a red bar breakout, it broke through the support, therefore turning it into a resistance. You could take a short trade here. And even if you took a short trade here and it came all the way back in here and you're sitting in the trade still, it doesn't really matter, because your stop loss is up here somewhere and you shouldn't be taking a fat loss on this particular trade. That's your best entry, guys. That's how you take your entries. So after watching that charting thing, you should you should know how to enter and exit a trade. It's not difficult, but people make it difficult. People make it complicated. I've noticed a lot of people overcomplicating it again. After I keep telling you to keep it simple. Trading's a 50-50 game. You can actually just look at a chart, right? And do yourself a favor. Just without any indicators, without any systems, without anything. Just take a chart on any time frame, a lower time frame. Take an amount of money that you're prepared to lose. small amount of money. Yeah, maybe $50. I don't know. Just take a small amount of money that you're prepared to lose and trade on the smallest amount that you can, say 0.1 or whatever the case. And just trade into a product whichever way you think it's going to go. You can do it 2 or 3 times on the same trade and just see if you can make a profit or a loss. Obviously, work out in your head where your stop loss would be, where you would get out of the trade, where you would stay in the trade, and just play with it. And I guarantee you it's not going to be much different than if you put your system in place and worked with your system. That's how trading works. There's no guarantees. It's 50-50. And then maybe you'll see the psychology behind it. You'll pick up the psychology behind it. It's not about complicated systems. It's not about waiting for this or waiting for that. What your trading system effectively is for you is an edge in the market. It gives you a slight edge over everyone else. Well, in your mind, because everyone else thinks they've got an edge over you, obviously. So be very careful of how you think of that. But it gives you an edge. It gives you that confidence to take a trade. That's what your system does for you. But is there a system out there that's perfect? Is there a system out there that's going to win 90% of your trades? If you believe that, it's too good to be true. You've heard the saying, if it's too good to be true, it most probably is. Believe me, guys, it's too good to be true. It doesn't work like that, as I've said before. I've seen pro traders, I've seen traders that are the best in the world struggle, and it's not as simple as you think it is, because there's a lot of psychology to get around. There's a lot of thinking to get around in these markets. Yes, you can make money. Yes, you can make a profit, but you've got to get your psychology right to do that. And once you figure that out, then you'll realize it's not about the charts, it's not about the fundamentals, it's not about anything except the way you sort of look at how you make a profit when you're putting we'll call it a bet. When you put a bet down on a product, how are you going to take a profit off that or a loss off that? Once you learn how to lose, you'll learn how to win, and that's what's important. So in our next video, I'm going to show you how I pick my trades and how I pick the best products on the market. And hopefully that'll be interesting for you. Today is Wednesday, so that'll be Friday. And come back, have a look at that video. Check it out, guys. It'll be interesting. Thanks for watching this one. Till next time, cheers and bye.